But here we go. We will now go down to track side as we go to 5 red lights, and it is going to be lights out, and away we go. And I do think the McLaren actually got a better start than the Alpine, but the Alpine comes over to try and cover them off as we now head down the straights. And Ransdell will have to maintain in P2, but Whipple trying to go around the outside of the McLaren, and the RB has got on both of those. However, has been pushed off the track by Ransdell, and Ransdell will have to give that back, but Ransdell is going to try and burn to stay in front, but AVI is on the inside as well, and Ransdell does indeed give the place back. AVI just behind though, as Tim will start in P7, but going side by side is Dodo, trying to make the move on Phase Dom. Will try to go up the inside through the double right-hander, and I think Dodo just marginally gets ahead, but it's going to be side by side between them going into turn 7, but the Williams does back down, and going side by side there is Shrek and Tiger, and I think Shrek just about got that move, but then Tiger tries to retake it round the outside and does indeed get that move stick back again. And now Craggy is going to try his move after a quali bang, try to go up the inside of the Aston Martin, and that was a good move there from Craggy to get up into P14. But Bosma was trying to go around the outside of the Aston Martin as well, round the inside of turn 15, and as you now go into turn 16, the Mercedes just holds the inside line there and will get in front of that Aston Martin, and I don't think anyone is going to go for any moves. We might see some moves at the back though, as I think Moores and Shrek are going to go side by side. The Aston Martin, Sauber, trying to go make a move on the Mercedes though, but isn't able to. I went on to leader instead of interval, although Ransdell is going to try his look round the outside of more leader. We'll have the inside for turn 5. And Ransdell does indeed get that move. Good move from the McLaren. More leader will have to sit behind as well. Any moves being made. Dodo is going to try to go around the outside of the Williams into turn 2 and through turn 3. And I think Dodo has just about got that move, but he's still going to be will-to-will with that Williams. Sanity's Fall as well, trying to make a move, but not able to. It's Dodo and Phase Dom still trying to hold this side-by-side going into Sector 2. And the Williams has the inside there, pushes the Ferrari off a little bit there. And it's still going to be side-by-side through the double right-hander. And again, the Williams getting really close to pushing Dodo off, but Dodo with the inside and will claim that position going into turn 7. I'm just going to call him that because it's just easier. Craggy trying to make a move on... trying to defend off Boldy. As Boldy has the inside there, and I think that was also the Aston Martin and the Mercedes going side-by-side there. Craggy managing to stay in front at the moment, but Bosmowis is just about able to stay in front of the Aston Martin. I think Tim might have had a moment out of turn 3, and that might give Kalik an opportunity to go around the outside of the Mercedes. It's going to be wheel-to-wheel, really close racing there. Very fair, very clean. And I think Kalik just about gets that move. Nice work from the Alpine there, but the Mercedes is still going to try and fight that, and Kalik forces him off the track. That was the contact model though, and Kalik couldn't really do anything. Dylan making a move on Foxes there, but has a slide there, and I think they were maybe battling into turn 1 there, and I think Dylan might have locked the Riz before actually making a move on Avi though. Ransdell, round the inside of turn 5, Well, I don't even know where I'm getting my track map from. But through that corner, it's still going to be wheel-to-wheel between Whipple and Ransdell. Into turn 7 we go, and that's really side-by-side. And Whipple had to cut the track there. Is in P4 still at the moment, net P4, but Whipple takes the net lead of the race. But more leader trying to go around the outside of the McLaren to take the net P3, take the podium spots off Ransdell, but round turn 2. Ransdell just gets a better exit, but now more leader gets the better exit out of turn 3 and tries to switch back. Can he get that going down into turn 4? And he's going to try to go latest on the race, but I think Ransdell has just about got that braking capacity and will stay in front of more leader, but that got really close between those two as Whipple gets through on Moores. But the Sauber able to get the move on Jamie, so is Kalik as well, but Kalik not able to get the move on the Sauber and knocks it back a little bit, but a send there from Ransdell, and is tapped round by the Ferrari, and Ransdell will be kicking himself a little bit there, I think. Well, I mean, he was side-by-side, but I don't know. More leader, though, is going to be within that DRS range of Moores, and will, I assume, go for it down the straight. Pulls to the inside. Moves in the background there as well. Kalik getting past Onkuwa, but down the inside goes more leader, and the Sauber is just about trying to hold that down the inside, but doesn't have the grip to do so. Avi now is going to spot that this Albert is slow out of turn 3 and will get the power down, overtake enabled. And the McLaren clears that Sauber as well. Kalik, as I said, getting the move on Jamie. As I think Dodo tries to go make a send on Kua. Down the inside he goes. And also the Mercedes of Tim tries to go around the inside as well. Or around the outside, sorry, into turn 5. But through turn 6 and, well, turn 6, even though it is a double right-hander, Tim gets the move there around the outside. Lovely move from the Mercedes. But Dodo up to P7 as well, net P6. I thought Dodo was going to look for something there, but Ransdell getting past on Kua, and Dylan getting the move on Foxus, and so does Phase On as well. And Craigie tries to go around the inside as well. Craigie having the outside, will have the inside for turn 3, and Craigie also getting the move as well. Fox is losing 3 positions on that straight. Craigie and Santos will getting through there, as Jamie will now get past that Sauber. Whether that Sauber is going to retake it down the inside. Tim trying to go down the inside of Dodo as well. Around the outside of turn 14. The Aston Martin picks up another 3-second penalty. But down the straight we go. Let's ride on board with Tim and see what's going to happen. And Tim is already going to try and make the move on Dodo. But will Dodo tuck into the slipstream of their own teammate and retake that Mercedes? The Mercedes will now tuck into the slipstream. Jamie will go down the inside of the Sauber, and so will Tim. But the Ferrari on the inside there, and they're going to go momentarily 3 wide. Tim backs out of that one. Smart move from them to be a bit aware about that. But Dodo gets the move, and Tim will surely get the switch back on the Sauber, and does indeed so. Will Ransdell now try and go around the outside of that Sauber? Yes, they do. And that Sauber sits behind, but the McLaren trying to go around the inside, around the outside of that Mercedes. The Mercedes still has the inside, and the McLaren is going to try to go around the outside of that Mercedes. And he had to go off the track a little bit, and Ransdell is going to stay behind. And that is a spin. That is Kua in the back there. And I think they had a bit of contact with Bosmowicz, as Bosmowicz was ghosted as well. As Tiger and Bosmowicz once again having a swap there, as Tiger goes off the track, and Bosmowicz tries to go around the outside of turn 13 and will get that move. So Bosmowicz back up into P12, but I imagine Tiger will just get that back down the straight as Kalik gets through on Jamie and Dodo. So Dodo losing 2 positions on that straight. Kalik back up into P4. But down the straight, and Tiger is going to be under pressure by Fox. This is Fox. Fox goes down the inside of 1. Can he go down the inside of 2? Yes, he does. Can he make that move stick? And the Mercedes has been tapped around there, and I'm not really too sure what happened as I was with this angle. But both of them having a snap there is looking quick. But Jamie's going to pull to the inside of Kalik, and I assume we'll get that place. Dodo tries to follow him through as well, and Dodo is going to try and get through on that Alpine, but that Alpine is not backing out through turn 2 and through turn 3. He gets that move, and so does Ransdell as well. Ransdell spotting the mistake. Can Tim go for it as well? And he does, and Kalik loses many positions down that straight as Ransdell goes up the inside of Dodo there and gets up into P5. Next on the list for Ransdell will be Jamie. Tim gets through on the Ferrari. Can Tim get the move on the McLaren? And he is going to go for it. The McLaren tries to find him but isn't able to. But the McLaren brakes way later and will just about get that through the braking zones of turn 1 and turn 2. As both Ferraris there trying to get the move on the Mercedes, as the Mercedes is still going to be wheel to wheel with Dodo and just about gets it. Bosmowicz gets a 10-second speeding in the pit lane. That is not good for him, as the Mercedes of Tim is still going to try and fight this with Dodo. Dodo goes down the inside going into turn 4 and into turn 5. And I think the Ferrari has just held that. Yes, they have done. Tiger gets the move on Dylan, although that seems to be side-by-side action. Into turn 13 we go. Can Dylan look for the switchback? And he did try to look for it, but the problem is there's a right-hander next up, after that, so that switchback isn't really going to work. But Dylan is going to get the DRS down this straight. Can Dylan get up into P11? Tiger obviously will not have DRS, and that is going to allow the Red Bull to go up the inside, and I assume easily will get past, as you can see. Kalik and Ransdell now going side by side into Sector 2. Always the McLaren's been tapped a little bit, and that does allow the Alpine to get the switch back there and back up into P7 for Kalik. Tim looking to go up the inside and gets past on Jamie. Dodo, sorry. Can he get past on Jamie? No, Dodo's going to try and fight him back as the Mercedes holds the inside for turn 3. And I think Tim just about got that, but Dodo with the better exit. And I think Dodo is going to hold that. And the Mercedes not able to do anything. He is going to try to go for an ambitious dive bomb there. And they've made contact. And Tim's still around the outside. But Kalik tries to dive down the inside. And Kalik has made the send, but he's been tapped round there by Dodo. And Craggy, gets through on Kalik as well. And Avi is going to look on Whiffle there to get past. And I think More Leader will get the pass as well. Can he get it on the McLaren as well? No, he can't. And Whiffle and More Leader going side by side. Whiffle just about getting in front this time of asking. But there is always another lap after this. More Leader now is going to try to go around the outside of that RB. And they're going to be wall to wall through here. And I think the RB just about stays in front, but through turn 5 and through turn 6. And I think the Alpine now is just marginally ahead. And I think he is going to get that move done as well. So More Leader now into P2. I really don't know who to spectate here. Let's spectate Avi in the lead. Can he hold on to this as he's going to dump everything down this straight? But More Leader is going to tuck into that slipstream. He is also going to burn everything. But Avi, I think, just has a bit more, ERS to use. Dodo, though, is going to try and make the move on Whiffle as More Leader actually gets through on Avi there. And I didn't see that coming. More Leader back into the lead. Dodo into P3, but it's still going to be side by side. Whiffle trying the switchback, isn't able to get that, as Avi is going to prioritise his next few corners to try and get past on More Leader, but More Leader is just pulling away 6/10, and this might be all said and done for Avi. Avi is now going to drop everything, but so is More Leader. Actually, More Leader not deciding to burn, and Avi, I don't think he is settling for P1 anymore, as he's not really, well, he's still on the medium, unless More Leader makes a crucial mistake. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. But More Leader comes across the final corner, and he will win the Mexican Grand Prix. Dodo and Whiffle going side by side there, and that was close, but Dodo just about gets in front. But Jamie will take the P3 spots with Pens. Tim up to P4. Whiffle will then finish in P5. Craggy will then take P6 with Ransdell in P7. Dodo will finish in P8 with all of those pens. Kalik will finish in P9. Good points for Alpine at least with that lead, with that win as well. Dayston finishing in P10. Tiger finishing in P11, but will drop down on pens. Dylan will then take P11. Moores then will cross the line to take P30, but will jump up to P12 on pens. Bosmowitz will cross the line with 22 seconds worth of penalties. Probably even more, as Foxus, I think, has run out of fuel there, as he will finish in P15, but will he be able to get that on pens? And I think he's just going to lose out and cross the line. Will finish in P14. Actually, so does indeed get the move there. But Kua then will finish in P16 at the back with no points for that Sauber driver. But there we go, race over. And I have to say, I think Craggy impressed me the most from having a quali ban.